My name's Naomi. I'm a student at Curtin University. I came from a place of complete loneliness and isolation into a place of overwhelming joy and acceptance. This is my story. I grew up in the church. I had the epitome of what I thought I needed in life. I was Christian, my family was Christian, and Christianity was a second language to me. I knew the story of Jesus, I knew Elijah, I knew David, Moses, all the heroes of the Bible. And that's all I thought I sort of needed to know. I followed the 10 Commandments. I thought, be better, be a good person, do more good than bad, and if you did some bad, it was okay. Go to church on Sunday, get your sins forgiven, start your week again. And growing up, my friends really meant a lot to me. I loved friendship, and looking back at it, I can see that I loved friendship more than I loved God. My love for friendship was endless. I really rooted my identity in my friends. I loved what they thought of me. I wanted to be included. I wanted to do what they were doing, and I just wanted to be with my friends every moment. And soon enough, we all turned 18. We all went out partying and clubbing, and that was what I thought was fun in my life. That was what I thought was true for my life, and that was what made me happy. And hey, if I did any bad, it was okay. I can make it up with the good. But my parents weren't very happy with that lifestyle I was living. They didn't really like what I was doing, and they became a lot stricter with curfew. And I wasn't allowed to go certain places, which made my life hard. Because I wanted to be a good daughter, but I also wanted to be with my friends, which meant that eventually the choice was made for me. I slowly stopped getting invited to things. They weren't really asking me to go places because she wasn't going to come anyway, right? And I found myself in a state of utter loneliness. I had no one to talk to, and with social media growing up, you could see everyone having fun, and you just weren't a part of it. And if we did hang out, it was conversations centered around, oh, this is what we did last night, what we got up to. So I felt alone, and then I felt alone surrounded by people. And it really, really made life hard. I slowly began to lose friendships. I slowly pulled away from people. I just didn't have anything in common with anyone anymore. I wasn't a part of anything, and I just felt faded out. So I began to live life on my own. For fear of being hurt, I didn't really want to get involved in anything, and it was just easier that way. You don't get attached, you won't be lonely. And that's what I thought. And throughout this time, God was always at the back of my mind, but I had all these excuses not to fully commit. You know, I didn't want to change my relationship with my partner. I didn't even have a community to go to anyway. And I still had that outlook of do good, it'll be fine. The first thing that changed was my partner. He decided to be a Christian out of nowhere. It was out of the blue. We had a conversation, and he turned to me and said, I want to follow Christ. I want to be a full Christian. Of course, I encouraged him. Myself personally, I didn't really take it seriously. Every time he had some topic to talk about, he came to me and we just discussed it, and I'd go home and Google it, not because I wanted to take it seriously, but because I was curious. What's this guy talking about? Like, I want to know what's going on. The second thing that changed was community. One day I was sitting down, just sitting outside the library, a random Wednesday afternoon, and 2 girls came up to me and invited me to go to a Power to Change meeting. And one of the girls I met with actually met up. She found me on Facebook, added me, and said, hey, let's have a conversation. And through these conversations, I was getting discipled. And through conversations with fellow Christians, my own experience was not alone, but it was shared and in a community of other Christians who had many common beliefs. The light of my life had changed, my value had changed. It wasn't God that was the person who I was afraid of, but God, the person I was running to. Through these friendships and through the community that I built, through my partner, I could really see Christ changing me. My name's Naomi, and that's how Jesus changed my life.